And now it is the final game coming your way here to determine our champion. It's time for Pims, for all the action, the grassy pastures. It's Erangel.
Last chance to dance, Rich. This is it. This is what it comes down to. TSM currently hold pole position. Tornado Energy are not far behind, but it's going to take a big push from them. And they can't be a quiet win. You've got to go out and blast this one. Let's have a look. Rich, where are you seeing this one go? Where are you banking on this one?
I mean, for me, as it is the last round, I'm looking for anybody to see if someone's going to try and ruin a game here. I'm looking if anyone's going to get close, if someone's going to get aggressive, if someone's going to go and try and take someone out. I still have this. I know it's not happening, but in my mind, I always think to the close calls we've seen between Unity and TSM. If there ever a chance to really ruin TSM's day, it would go for them now, drop on them, and well, I'm sure that would go down, honestly, like a lead balloon. But everything's kind of calm at the moment from what I'm seeing. Yeah, red line will more than likely go to the normal positions, get the vehicles, given where the flight path is. Still quite close to Team Liquid. Team Liquid are instantly just gathering all the vehicles, get inside, get the gear, and get ready to see where this circle will be going. Oh my God, that is so much water in play. That is the saving grace. But a four-man split, any four-man stack rolls up and you're a dead man. Doesn't know how many you actually take out on arrival. FaZe are crashing indeed. They've lost Ghost Staff, but there is response back. Uber takes out Ab. Tekkas goes down. That's either one or two only standing. Two inside the compound itself. When we look towards the side of Game Frame, Tekkas also falls to Navi. That's a different team altogether. It looks like Omicron have actually taken out one of the Wildcats she created, did fall in that transition, so that only helps out TSM. Circle updates, and it sinks in almost perfectly. It actually follows the coastline. That couldn't be more perfect for TSM Omicron if they wanted it to be. Omicron may be hoping for a few more teams to be able to come their way.
I think, obviously, being backs to the sea, there is no threat of behind you for now, which is a big win condition for them and big factor for them. But I do slightly worry about that. Now, on the other side, we are seeing FaZe pushing in. Uber, nice clean work. That's swift from FaZe. Uber, the main man. He hasn't been his normal highlight self, but you know he's always got something in the tank there. It's very easy because obviously you're in a little bit of a dip, right? The swamp kind of goes down and the edges are just beyond your vision. It's very hard to see this. And we are seeing Liquid in a bit of a battle there with Tempest. They're trying to hold the eastern side. So for someone like WP, they could actually get a fight towards TSM with very limited information on TSM's side of them being able to control the battle themselves. So again, I think it's one of those positions you want to be quiet in, and it's very tricky to hold Tornado Energy in a little bit more of an open visual position, but a lot harder to crash and lose out on. So we'll see how this unfolds down the line. For now, we can jump on board with Liquid and see how they're getting on. Nice little pick up for Jeems there on clip. That should be a flush. Lovely. For Liquid, sadly, their last game performance just kind of put them, in my mind, outside of that first position potential, but they could certainly push here. They could certainly get up.
Yeah, it's not the greatest place in the world, but it's the best for of a bad bunch. Navi directly in front. And they're also, okay, Tornado Energy is getting involved in the back line. Senya goes down and follows the boot after Besto. Jempty answers back onto the tab, so Navi are being dismantled. The first time they get involved in engagement, and they are just battered, completely removed from the playing field altogether. Liquid has turned up to this very strong compound. It's so damn hard to breach. The even harder format for this, Lauren, as soon as they go up and up the side of this little hill here, what's holding them back for now, Tornado Energy should have vision. And maybe just beeline towards Tornado Energy. Circle keeps them in.
TSM.
But it does not keep TSM in. They have to do the work here. And look at that. Not only do they have to go through WP, Lauren, but Blaze will be there. There would be a really smart play here. If Vard and Fex just say, right, balls to it. Let's crack on and go early.
Hold on. Where's Jempty going? I want to see where Oma can go on this one.
Red.
They can go on the road. They can take up this kind of roadside position.
You've got the shacks, haven't you?
It's not in, but it's a stepping stone. Vard could definitely see that. Maybe Fex as well, if they peek over the ridge. But do you want to be peeking that ridge so willingly? This now becomes a problem. We suddenly have all the teams who are contesting towards the top. Your Tornado Energy, your Omicron, your TSM, on the same side of the circle. And it's the side that has to move. Tornado Energy can hold everyone back. They can get some good points on the Wildcats, Unity. They can do plenty of damage, and Northern Lights can do the same. Northern Lights have to become incredibly involved if they want a chance at this. They're just behind Omicron, but it's still a long step. It's a win and a good handful of points to jump this. TSM looking like they're ready to move. Omicron moving up as well, but they're going to be getting themselves prepared for their next step. It's not the final destination. Vard already going to find Evolution. That's towards WP, and now he needs some support here. Get Fex, get Iroh involved. But Gemty might find line of sight. Look at T-Bone and Gemty, and if they spot this, or if they focus on Tornado Energy, there's going to be a big split of where they put their attention here, and it looks like this battle is about to commence, Rich. TSM can see this. They've just found Gemty. That's Fex on towards Gemty. No flush yet, but it could be happening soon. Marv just about spots him out the window, but here it is. Miraku's going to find Gemty, but Tornado Energy grabbing points. Never letting people get away with this.
They're not, but it's happening on both sides. Blaze is setting up shop towards the northern side of the circle. Regardless of what TSM's position is and how much information they have in front of them, no matter how many frags, they're still not inside. Whereas all these other teams that are just below them
are pushing back.
Nixties and Co. will be slowly but surely moving forward. Blaze have opted to disconnect from their fight and now focus towards ends. This will be a huge one for the northern side. Nixties takes down Bard. This is the fight that we were saying could be a problem. Demon's already all tanked up, which is pretty damn decent. Fex will then go through as well. Knocks him, sees him, kills him. Could this be the final stand of Nixties? That would be sick if he managed to take him down, because that relieves a small amount of pressure. They can work this ridgeline and they can make it happen, at least for a survivability standpoint. Because Blaze have been dragged back by ends by the skin of their teeth.
Omicron and Tornado Energy are about to clash as well.
Oh my god.
Split screen that. Get ends out of there. I don't care. I love those fins, but not today. Nixties is 10 HP. He's probably dead in the water. Let's look at this one. Omicron have to fight forward. Tornado Energy going to put through the paces. TSM is safe for now. Quizzy finds Vazku. This could be Omicron's last chance. It's all falling away in front of them. Page goes down to the blue. This is huge points for Tornado Energy as well. Against a big team to do it against, and T-Bone has no other option than just run. Try and get him 5 HP. Barely scrapes it in. But look how many points Tornado Energy are gathering. How many kills are they up to now? They have been getting plenty. Fruitful work from them, but Northern Lights leaves them a gift on the way out. Knocking Melman and a flush to boot. Spyro will be happy with that, grinning ear to ear. A nice little claim. Keeping Northern Lights on par with Omicron. 142 points. The gap has suddenly become a little bit greater. TSM kept their 4 alive, whereas Tornado Energy are now down to 3. But this run is brutal. TSM know it, I know it, you know it. TSM know these woods up in the north are not comfortable. They are hard to play from. And it's no easier for Tornado Energy. Where do they go? To the compound? Towards Liquid? There is no option left.
They're going to go for the swing because, as you mentioned, look at how much land is open for all these teams to not play with, of a better word. Smokesel goes down, Tixu, Screeky will follow through as well, so they'll be able to put those up and build some kind of a wall. Maybe build a barricade with the vehicles once they bring them down. TSM still northern side of the circle, but Tulin's onto Tixu, finally gets the headshot with the mini. Now they can advance forward. They're sending the vehicles. Spyro's pushing up on this one. On the opposing end of the circle, well, they can hear all this going down, so TSM will move with this. Remember, it's all downhill. Once they pass Ence's position, everything becomes open. Everything is a field day for FaZe Clan in front of them, so they have to be vitally careful here. Diggory goes down. That's a nice initial spot. Fex grabs him. Spyro onto Quizzy. This becomes so much more better, so much more easier for TSM, with Northern Lights taking out their next nearest opponent. That's 2 players that have fallen now. Fuzzface goes down. Ira joins in the fight. Knocks onto Squeaky. This is a full 3-way battle at the moment. Everything is just going in the way of TSM. They're getting points by frag. That's Mr. Man on the floor. Fex finds him. 7 points in the bag. This is looking solid from the boys in black. Fantastic work so far, but can they keep a hold of it? Tornado Energy down to 2. The Northern Lights have just stabbed them in the back, Lauren.
T-Bone still alive, trying to make the run, not for long. Mars found him. Omicron are done for. They are out of the running. Close but not close enough. Lord, the Knights just lost to Umbertulans. A big loss too. They're on the chase. Tornado Energy still stand in front of them. With these 2 players standing, they are the ones denying them that 2nd place. And Northern Lights now down to 3 on 144. They needed a big performance here. But the gap is getting greater, as you said. TSM, it's all looking good, but they're continuing forward, Rich. They aren't happy just sitting back. This is a push onto FaZe? Oh my wordy, don't make mistakes against FaZe. Yes, they may not be in the runnings towards winning this, but you doubt them individually and you will die. Uber, 80, Buzzface, all alive and kicking. Utility are plenty, mollies are down, smokes are up. FaZe prepare themselves for the fight, and you can see as to why. Look at that new circle, it is brilliant. It is very good for FaZe and TSM, but they don't want to share it. But maybe TSM needs to realize we can't overpush this, we can't overplay this. We fight FaZe, we're open to Northern Lights. Perfectix could see them. They've got to see the bigger picture here. And for someone like Tornado Energy, this might be the last final stand for them. I don't know if they can make it out of this corner. You've got Liquid to get through, Redline to get through. There's too many teams in front of them.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult. We said it was rather open and rather precarious from the very start with Alia going down. This spells disaster. I said there was an opportunity in a time that Team Liquid turned face, and this could be it. The nades are down. The utility's been cycled. The bombardment commences, and Tornado Energy go crashing out in 6th position. It's good, but it's absolutely not good enough when TSM are up there on 167. The Northern Lights are the next closest opponent. And for me, this is all but done. This is spelling TSM all over this map.
It's looking like it, isn't it? I don't think the other teams could catch, but my math ability is severely bad. But for now, let's see what they can do. Let's see if maybe Liquid could jump Northern Lights. Let's see if that's a potential. Everyone is fighting for placement because there's prize money on the line. Pride on the line. Liquid under pressure. Nades perfect from Michael. Could not find the target any better. Mexi is down on his knees. You got to accept your fate. Ibby trying to hold the back lines, but has to move up. Marv's still there, trying to take his time on the blue. Perfectix is tagged. That's from TSM. That's from the other side of things. Uber's starting to look towards Redline, and Redline's starting to make their moves forward. Nice positioning and better positioning from Marv. He held back. He waited patiently. Traded on by Ibby, but by this point, the damage is done. Liquid are looking worse for wear. Just K-Mind alive. As they all just pile in together, Jeems now gets flushed. It's looking like this could be the final stand for Liquid, maybe going down in 5th here.
TSM are being held back from the Northern Lights. There's nothing too much more they can do. Smokes are up for K-Mine. He knows this is his last stand. He is inside the circle, but from a very awkward position. Spyro puts the nail in the coffin, so the Northern Lights, they do jump up. It is updating slowly, but... You ain't going nowhere, my friend. The deep on one side and the deep in the blue on the other. That's rather unfortunate, but they are fanning out around the circle, which causes problems for all the teams that are inside of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, well, 9 players inside, so that's 9 points as a whole. Boot that with the placement, that will be 10. Again, I'm not the mathematician I used to be, not that I ever have been, so we don't want to be confirming this one just yet, but I'm sure it will become mathematically impossible for TSM to give this up. FaZe Clan's still there and holding the down circle. Rather yin and yang and holds TSM back. Eventually they will have to make this strong push. Fuzzface Uber, take point behind the vehicle. Aitzi goes for a slightly deeper angle, maybe just to try and quell Fex if he wants to go up and over the hill. They can't do too much from an upper side of the circle perspective, just given the Northern Lights' presence on that hill. As soon as they do it, they are mirrored. And the Northern Lights have a full, clear vision upon them. Who moves first and where do we go? With the flashbang's been over to Spyro. Michael spots him. This just makes things a little bit more easier for TSM because then there's room to move. Fex just steals away a final point. And you know what? Why the hell not? Perfectix next one's to fall. They've all been brought forward and finally it's go time. TSM. Who's next on the chopping block here? Finally, IT falls. Ira, the whole kill feed is just lighting up with TSM's names. It's only Fuzzface standing, and Redline, the next one to fall. This is devastating. TSM, that's all it is across the board. They are taking no names. Everyone's dying left, right, and center on their asses. Michael, it's your last stand. What can you do against the power? At the moment, they are looking like gods, Lauren. This is theirs. They are the champions of PCS #1.
Truly deserving performance. Let's see if they can finish it off in the way you could only imagine that they'd want to. Michael, geared up as best he could be. No utility left, though, but the gear's looking good, but I think he knows his days are numbered. TSM in full force. He knows it. He's trying to bait them out. He's trying to play them out, but TSM have played the entire lobby perfectly. And the man I want to look at is Fex. Headshot up here, off angle held by Iro. It's been brilliant from TSM. 15 kills. 15. That is magnificent. Truly, truly magnificent from those guys. They can be incredibly proud of what they've just achieved. And I mean, they left that to those final moments, Rich. That came down to the wire. This tournament has been incredible.
All my life I want money and power, respect my mind, no die from last shot. I pray my dick get big as the Apple time, so I can fuck the world for 72 hours.